Meeting to order at 7:10. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Amparano,
Here.
Councilmember Tucker,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Mendoza,
Here.
and Councilmember Burnworth and Mayor Obeso Martinez are absent for the record.
Thank you. And please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Tony, you want to lead us?
Sure. Ready? Begin.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Hey, are there any adjustments to the agenda?
I would like to request that this council consider adding one item. We received a note from the County of Imperial Registrar of Voters that we were inconsistent on one of our resolutions. And so I would request that I make some edits on that today.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I make a motion. Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Amparano,
Yes.
Councilmember Tucker,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Mendoza.
Yes, and for the record, we're going to move that to item D5.
The
Thank
motion
you.
carries 3-0.
And the city attorney's report on closed session.
Sure. The council met today in closed session and discussed Imperial Computer Manufacturing, 2 cases. An update was given, no reportable action. The council discussed the Novak case as listed on the agenda. An update was given, no reportable action. The council was given an update on the Schaefer versus City of Imperial case, no action. Sorry, let me make sure I don't miss any. The council discussed anticipated litigation, 1 item. Direction was given to council, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Next up is public comment. If you wish to address the city council concerning any item within the city council's jurisdiction, please raise your hand and be acknowledged by the mayor pro tem. At that time, state your name and address for the record. The mayor pro tem reserves the right to place a time limit of 3 minutes on each person's presentation. And I do have 2 speakers form, the first one being Isaiah Gonzalez.
Uh, 3 minutes, or what can I get today?
We're at 3 minutes.
3?
Yes.
Okay. Isaiah Gonzalez, 315 Butterfield Trail, here to follow up some more of things you guys aren't being told. On my March 13th memo pip thing from Janelle and David. Where is it at? Since I got 3 minutes. There's a issue with the Ayton Road, for the mattress place. When we were digging the sewer line, the mattress water line was old and corroded. Once we found it, dug it, exposed it, rove. So I told David, like, hey, we should probably replace this since we have the road closed down and everything. You got your distribution crew now, you have this, you have that. So we probably need to get it changed out since everything's closed down. Rove already has traffic control. He said, oh yeah, great, good idea. Get with the distribution guys and get it done. Okay, cool. Talked to Fabian, told him everything. They, okay, we'll get it set up for like the following Monday. But in my pip, Janelle wrote some stuff about, where did she go? Between January and February in her little investigation. Got 2 minutes. 2 coworkers assisting you on a water leak on Ayton Road. A coworker asked you a question in regards to how a component of the leak should go, and you made the following comment. I don't know. I just work here. I did make that comment, but Janelle never followed up with me because 10 minutes before, the guy was installing the pull cable to do it, and he was installing it with a really oblong, like rough, not the diagonal thing to make it go in quicker for the pull. So he was installing it with the completely wrong device. So I said, hey, like, why are you doing it like that? Like, do it the right way. Use the right machine or the right little entry point. Oh no, okay, all right, cool. Do what you got to do. So 10 minutes later, when the line snapped, hey, what do you think I should do? Well, I don't know, George. I just work here. So that's why it made that in here, but she never followed up with me and say, hey, why'd you make that comment? So, I mean, shady reporting or however you want to call it, not cool. And then another one, February 11th, while city crews were assisting you per your request on the waterline project, you refrained from providing assistance and instead chose to sit in your vehicle. This has occurred on multiple occasions despite opportunities to provide and assist or support you. Consistently, you choose not to do so. I talked to a council member that was not here. She's an inspector, what she does at work, and she said, yeah, inspectors sit in the trucks. That's what they do. They write their reports, they sit in the trucks. So that's what I was doing. So when I would call them out like, hey, Rove needs the Vector truck. The only reason Rove needed our Vector truck for that specific job is because Rove quoted like $100,000+ for a Vector truck. Am I at 3 minutes? Yeah. Okay. I'll get to that next week then, or 2 weeks from now.
Thank you.
Thank
Asa.
you. So when I'm requesting more time, how do I go about that? Because I had sent an email the last time, so like, I mean,
You
I
can-
understand there's only 3 here, but
Yeah, continue to communicate with the mayor.
okay,
You can certainly CC us, but
okay, thank you.
Okay, next up, we have Michael Langford.
Good evening. Mike Langford, 399 East Aurora. Continuing on what I started with 2 weeks ago. I forgot to mention that in my 8 years with the city, I had absolutely no disciplinary action whatsoever. I had no verbal, written, nothing. I have student, employee of the month, employee of the year, handwritten letters and thank you cards from so many of the employees, a special plaque made for me. Nothing negative. Evaluations were above par, above standard, almost great, until this incident happened that was deliberate and intentional, which was not. Oh, and I was fired. You know, if you forgot. Let me see. Oh yeah, the year before, prior to me being fired, I had a few meetings with Dennis and Kristen both about employees that were fraudulently reporting their time. I had video on my phone. That 3 separate times I went to them and said, hey, why are these guys? How can they do this for hours, an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day, getting to work late, filling their time card, and they weren't late, constantly on a daily basis. I would talk to them about it. Nothing would be done. I even had video proof on my phone, pictures, and then nothing ever got done. I don't know why, and that was fraudulent. That was intentional fraud. They were doing it. They still do it today. But I was fired for a mistake. That's the one part of that, and it got to the point where I was so disappointed. One time, one of them got promoted and hired, one of the same people that I was concerned about. And bless your heart, Dennis. I walked in and talked to Dennis, and I said, Dennis, how does this happen? How can they get promoted? How can they get? And he says, oh my, the interviewers don't see them being lazy. The interviewers don't see him. Thank you, Dennis. But I've been coming to you guys for 3 separate times to try and fix the problems. Nothing gets done about it. They just doesn't matter, I guess. And that's pure fraudulent, intentional, every single day, still happening now. Nothing's been done, and it's been over a year. But I got fired for making a mistake. Damn it. I think that's all I had, I guess. I have more, but I don't know where it's at, and I forgot my glasses, so sorry about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that wishes to address the council? Did we receive anything by email?
No comments via email.
Moving on to presentations, A1 is a project updates by the Department of Innovation and Technology.
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem and council members, we are presenting the project completed last fiscal year for the enterprise, cybersecurity, and the GIS.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, Madam Mayor Pro Tem, City Council, and City staff. What I have before you tonight is just a few slides going over the projects that the Department of Innovation and Technology accomplished this past fiscal year. And I'll just go over a few highlights for a few of them. The first one here is Civic Plus projects, the agenda management. And I wanted to, There you go. I wanted to give thanks to the city clerk's office for the hard work that they put in getting this going. I know there was a lot of hiccups along the way, but working together, we're able to get it. And also the new website, we changed from imperial.org to imperial.ca.gov. And I want to thank the core team in the city manager's office for the help that they gave us with that too. And he's not here tonight, but I wanted to give thanks to our admin specialist, Emmett Freed. He's been working really hard on the website, and anytime there's some changes or updates that need to be done, he's working really hard on that, and I wanted to give him thanks for that. And the website was to ensure ADA compliance and to enhance the visitor experience. And I want to move on to the workstation refresh. There was 39 computers that were replaced, and now all the computers in the city are now running Windows 11. Wanted to go to the City Hall and wastewater treatment plant NVR. Okay. That's a little. Actually, let me go to.
I think I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so for the NVR, no, hurry on. Okay. So for the SCADA, and along with the traffic cameras, that put all of it on one network, on our broadband network, and so that will kind of reduce the workload and increase network maintenance on that. The long range battery backup was for in case there's storms or a power outage. And the City Hall NVR was for increased security for city staff. And the Spectrum Internet Service, we contracted with them in case our primary internet provider, IVTA, ever goes down. We have the Spectrum. And our access-based control projects, or the Verkada, and we installed the Verkada system on various locations here in the city. And along with that is the ID card system. And what makes that nice is before we used to have an ID card and a separate access card, but now with the ID cards, we have them on both together. So we only need one instead of two. And the Impressa migration was all of the information was moved over to a new server, and then also the S2D server refresh. The other equipment was end of life and unable to receive any more updates, and so this will help the city moving forward. And the total amount expended during this fiscal year is listed as $724,598.64. And that concludes my presentation. If there's any questions, if not, I'll
That's
go
a lot of good work there.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the key topics here is that we were able to consolidate a lot of the infrastructure that we have around the city in one place. We were able to bring for example, the SCADA lift station communication back to our main portal. We also bring the water plant and also the traffic cameras. So everything is now in one place, and everything is on top of what we built 3 years ago with our wireless broadband network around the city. So that adds a lot of resiliency to the system, and more than that, allow us to see what's going on in those networks without depending on a third-party contractor. Very proud about that project.
So are we.
So I'd like to go ahead and pass it along now to Luis Anguiano, our cybersecurity program manager.
Thank you, Frank. Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, city staff, and members of the public. I'm here tonight to provide a cybersecurity update. But first, before I begin, since this is the first time I present before the council, I would like to take a few moments to introduce the cybersecurity division and provide a brief overview of our role within the organization. The purpose of the cybersecurity division is to protect the city systems and data, support the reliable public services, reduce cybersecurity risk. To accomplish this mission, our division is responsible for several key functions, which include security monitoring, incident response, user security awareness, vulnerability management, compliance, and risk management throughout the organization. With that foundation established, I would now like to review some major projects and accomplishments completed during this past fiscal year. I would like to first begin with a computer refresh that we have this fiscal year. Through this project, we replaced aging hardware across departments to improve performance, reliability, and endpoint security. Our main focus during this refresh was to replace all the computers that were not able to upgrade to Windows 11. We plan to refresh or replace the remaining computers on the next computer refresh cycle. Next project that we have is the Windows 11 upgrade. Microsoft ended support for Windows 10 back on October 14, 2025, which basically required us to transition all of our enterprise and enterprise computers to Windows 11. And by moving to this or transitioning to this new operating system, we now are able to take advantage of stronger building security features, improve performance, and continue long-term support. Our next project that we have is the implementation of an improvement of our inventory system. By performing this, we were able to improve the ability to manage technology assets more efficiently, particularly during the employee onboarding and offboarding process. Another major accomplishment we had this fiscal year was the launch of our citywide phishing awareness campaign. This initially actually was something that I had on my list for quite some time, but since it required several foundational technology improvements before it could actually be implemented, once we were able to meet with these requirements and put those things in place, we were able to successfully launch this campaign, resulting in increasing employee awareness, fewer successful phishing attempts, and a stronger overall cybersecurity posture. Finally, I would like to highlight our domain migration project. We were able to transition now to the imperial.ca.gov domain. This migration provided several benefits, including reducing the risk of domain impersonation and adding the security and trust associated with government management domains. It also brings the city into compliance with Assembly Bill 1637, which requires all cities and counties to transition into a .ca.gov or .gov domain by January 1st, 2029. So as you can see, we're way ahead of that requirement. With those accomplishments completed, I would now like to turn to the upcoming projects and strategic initiatives planned for the current fiscal year. These initiatives will continue to strengthen the city's cybersecurity program, improve operational resiliency, and reduce cyber risk across the organization. The first project we have is the backup system modernization. By modernizing our backup system, we will be able to enhance cybersecurity resiliency, improve compliance, reduce recovery times, and provide stronger off-site protection. This project will also allow us to consolidate multiple backup systems that we have currently in place into one single platform. Next is the data privacy policy development. This project is actually in the early stages, and by establishing a form of data privacy program will help the public build a public trust by protecting personal information and ensuring responsible data management policies. Our final project is the implementation of personally identifiable information, or PII, data loss prevention. This rule actually was deployed back on May and is currently actively monitoring any potential exposure of sensitive information. And the solution will remain observation mode while we collect sufficient data to evaluate its effectiveness and determine whether an adjustment are needed before full enforcement. Before I conclude, I would like to briefly summarize the importance of these initiatives and the value that they bring to the city. Cybersecurity remains a critical function that supports our city operations. Our ongoing projects continue to strengthen the city's security posture and improve operational resiliency. Our future initiatives are focused on reducing cyber risk, ensuring service continuity, and protecting the city's technology infrastructure. Continued investment in cybersecurity is essential to safeguarding the city systems and data while ensuring the reliable delivery of public service to our community. Thank you for your time and attention this evening. At this time, I would like to turn the presentation over to Ramiro Ramos, our GIS project manager, who will provide an update on the GIS initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and City Council members. So tonight I'm going to give you an update on the 2025-2026 division projects for GIS. All right, give me 1 second. So our primary focus this year has been the implementation of the city's asset management system, Trimble Unity Maintain. We're now in the final phase of development and anticipate going live this month, July 2026. As this project has progressed, we discovered that a much more detailed implementation was needed to accurately reflect the city operations. The original concept of approximately 20 work order templates expanded to nearly 700 work order templates. And that was after extensive job shadowing and collaboration with city staff across departments to ensure system matched the actual business processes. The project also requires significant GIS data preparation, system redesign, and integration work to build a scalable solution that supports current operations and future growth. To date, we have developed 675 work order templates, multiple inspection workflows. We've trained 52 employees to participate in end-user acceptance testing. And we're implementing an AI-powered chatbot that provides residents with a more intuitive way to submit service requests for more than 50 city services. We also completed implementation of the city's enterprise GIS by migrating nearly 100 city asset classes like fire hydrants, valves, roads, and much more to our enterprise geodatabase. We established automated unique identifiers across 34 asset classes used in the asset management system, creating a foundation for long-term asset management and future system integrations. And something notable, our Esri account representative told us that the city of Imperial is the first city in Imperial Valley to fully implement ArcGIS Enterprise.
Nice.
During the AMS implementation, Trimble introduced a new authentication requirement that was not part of the original scope. Because of this, the Department of Innovation and Technology, GIS division, led the federation process or federation effort. We initially implemented Trimble's native multi-factor authentication solution. However, rather than simply stopping there, we took the opportunity to expand the project by federating Trimble Unity with ArcGIS Enterprise and our single sign-on identity provider. This allows these systems to work together seamlessly with one single secure login. So that ultimately enhances the end user experience. Although this became an unexpected project within a project and extended the implementation effort, it resulted in a more strategic long-term solution. The city now has centralized control over user authentication and multi-factor authentication policies while providing their staff with a secure and seamless single sign-on experience. The federation effort presented several challenges. However, they were all successfully resolved and our systems are now fully federated. And something else worth mentioning, our implementation partner shared with us that the city of Imperial was the first successful Trimble Federation that they've seen among their clients. Beyond our major initiatives, the GIS division continues supporting city departments through data enrichment, system integration, and technical guidance for projects such as manhole inspections, sidewalk inspections, speed limit studies, and preliminary data center site suitability analysis. We're also developing new GIS applications, including the CIP project dashboard for community development and a data center site analysis tool for our planning staff. In summary, we have established a foundation for modern asset management, strengthened cybersecurity, expanded GIS capabilities, and positioned the city for a successful July 2026 AMS Go Live. We will continue supporting city departments while leveraging smart city technology to improve operations and service delivery. Thank you for your time, and I'm available for any questions.
I have a real quick question. I know that was a big accomplishment, and I know the big GIS conference is coming up.
Yeah.
This coming month. Will we be presenting that at the conference or anything? Have you seen any of that?
The asset management?
The your implementation federation into it. Being
So,
one of the cities.
yeah, so they require that you submit your paper, several months in advance, and we just weren't ready at that point, and we didn't know where we were going to be, so we didn't submit anything. But there is an opportunity to submit something for next year, and there is an opportunity to submit something for the Trimble Innovative Conference that's coming up, I believe, in October. So.
Good. I know that's a big accomplishment, and I know I've been involved in the past with GIS and different applications of it, so I do kind of understand where that's coming from. So congratulations on that. I know that's big.
Thank you.
Thank you guys all collectively for all the hard work that you guys did on this project.
Yeah, we have a very good team and collaboration is all around. We support each other in different topics when it's about security, when it's about cybersecurity, and other different things. So I'm very proud of the job or the work I completed this last fiscal year that we concluded yesterday.
And I think you said it right. It's team. I know because you can't run without him, and he can't run without him, and it's just a complete
Yeah.
circle. So it's
Definitely.
it's all you guys together. So
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they put a great effort
Yeah.
in this fiscal year that we are concluding. Well, that we concluded yesterday.
Yeah.
I look forward what's coming for this 26-27.
good job, guys.
Thank you.
All of you, because that's just the amount of work on here is just amazing. So
Yeah.
thank you for everything that you do for the city and the community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Since you mentioned the Esri conference, I do want to just mention real quick that they extend an invitation that if anybody needs a day pass or anything, if anybody wants to go, just reach out to Alex and we'll get that process started for you. We'll get you guys a complimentary pass.
If you can send us the dates, maybe.
Sure. I'll send everything to Alex and he'll get it over to you. I'll do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Moving on to item A2 is the Parks and Recreation Month Proclamation. I do have the proclamation here that reads, whereas our local parks and facilities serve as essential green spaces that provide opportunities for recreation and connection with nature while enhancing the environmental and economic values of our communities. And whereas inclusive and accessible recreation opportunities empower individuals of all ages and abilities to enjoy active, healthy lifestyles and foster a stronger sense of belonging and equity in our community. And whereas recreation programs such as the summer camps, signature series events, and movies at the park significantly enhance the quality of life in Imperial by offering inclusive opportunities for individuals of all ages, abilities, and backgrounds to gather, engage, and thrive together. And whereas the City of Imperial City Council proudly recognizes the vital role that parks, recreation programs, and recreational resources play in enriching the lives of our community, and extends its sincere appreciation to the dedicated staff of the Imperial Parks and Recreation Department for their commitment to serving our community. Now, therefore, and if this is going to read Ida Obeso Martinez because this was printed before Mayor Ida Obeso Martinez, on behalf of the City of Imperial City Council, do hereby proclaim the month of July 2026 as Parks and Recreation Month in the City of Imperial on this first day of July 2026. And I believe we have a presentation. or a video presentation.
Yes. So good evening. Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is Victoria Topete. I'm the recreation coordinator for the department. With me is
Nancy Amparano, which is the special event coordinator.
And so tonight, in honor of Parks and Recreation Month, we do have a short video we wanted to present with just different projects, programs, events, and things that have been going on that we've been working on, we've been doing, and just as a huge thank you to you guys for all your support, and as well as to the community for their support as well. So we can go ahead and play that now.
So hopefully you enjoyed that. We thank you again for the opportunity to be able to share this presentation, which highlights some of the accomplishments that we've had over the past year, as well as some of the activities and programs and events that are coming up in the short future. And now we're happy to take any questions that you may have.
You have any?
No, it's good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
I don't
job
have
on
any
all
questions,
all
but
your events.
mirroring that, I mean, the amount of work that's put out by your department and the quality of life that it brings to the city of Imperial is truly appreciated, not only by this council, but by the people we serve. And so thank you to Tony and your entire department and all the staff that do all the hard work. Thank you. And if I could get my fellow council members to come up with me, let's do a group photo. Tommy can. Get her.
One, two, three.
Get on if you're going there.
Once again, thank you guys very much.
Moving on to consent agenda. All items appearing under the consent agenda will be acted upon by the city council with one motion without discussion. Should any council member or other person request that any item be considered separately, that item will then be taken up at the time as determined by the mayor pro tem. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, I have a motion and a second. Roll call or vote, please.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. Moving on to public hearings. First item is item C1, approval of the engineer's report for the Imperial Landscape Maintenance District Number 1, Paseo del Sol and Wildflower, and conduct a public hearing to authorize the levy and collection of annual assessments for fiscal year 2026 and 2027. And I will go ahead and open the public hearing. And we have a presentation from Mr. Victor Manriquez.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and council members. We do have, I don't know if it's going to be 3 hearings or just one for each one.
Three separate.
Okay,
You can do some summarizing and they can combine it, but
Right, okay. So we also have Mr. Scott Koppel on the Zoom link. So in case there's any more specific questions regarding to any of the engineering reports. So C1 pertains to Paseo del Sol Landscape District Number 1. This is approval resolution 2026-30, approving the engineer's report and approving resolution 2026-29, ordering the levy and collection of the annual assets for the landscape maintenance for District 1. This is an annual thing we do for all the all our this is landscape. So this is for a landscape district. It's nothing out of order on the engineer's report. Pretty much status quo. And this is ordered to collecting the annual levies for it. And I'll stand for any questions regarding anything of the two resolutions.
Any comments from fellow council members?
No, only one I had was I just got a call today, and people that live in these maintenance districts, they just want to know how their money is being spent. I mean, do we have any way to show them?
Yes.
Or how would we go about that?
We do have the annual budget. I'm actually working on the finalized version of the a manual report, a manual budget. So we do have specific line items, how we're planning to spend the monies and how we have spent the monies. So for going past and into the future, we do have actually I have them right here in my hand. It's basically line item by line item how we do the expenditures. As far as something out of the ordinary, that's unexpected, but the regular maintenance that we do for this is budgeted on a yearly basis, based on in collaboration with Parks and Rec.
and
Go ahead.
those are all available to the public. So a pretty common way, our clerk's office has a good program that tracks when people request things. They can go online and request something, or someone can reach out to staff and
Correct.
individually.
It's also posted on our the last week's approval of the budget. Each district is in there. I know it's a lot of information there, but if they want more specific, we can be as specific as needed.
All right, I appreciate that.
Okay,
answer.
no problem.
And I can expand a little bit on that. It's so everything we spend on each district is coded to certain accounts only for those neighborhoods. All of the staff hours we spend in those neighborhoods are also coded in our time tracking system. So at any point, and it's been requested before.
Correct.
They can request it through the city, do a PRR, and we'll be happy to provide hours of staff time, also expenses related to that neighborhood specifically. We track all those things very careful.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, and open for any public comment? Anything? City Clerk, did we receive any? Okay, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 7:48, and we'll bring it back to council for any final questions, comments? Nothing? Okay, and I'll go ahead and receive a motion.
Make a motion.
And that's to approve both. You can combine both.
Okay, both, okay,
within those.
and that is, okay, approval for,
Okay, I'll make the motion to approve resolution number 2026-30, amending and improving the engineer's report for the Imperial Landscape Maintenance District Number 1 for fiscal year 2026-2027, and approve resolution 2026-29, ordering the levy and collection of the annual assessment related to the Imperial Landscape Maintenance District Number 1 for fiscal year 26-27.
Second that.
I have a motion and a second. Vote, please. You guys gonna take turns on reading this?
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to C2, which is to approve the engineer's report for the Imperial Landscape Maintenance District Number 2 for Sky Ranch, and conduct a public hearing to authorize the levy and collection of annual assessment for fiscal year 2026-2027. And I'll open the public hearing at 7:49.
Again, good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, council members. This is same process now for the Sky Ranch. This is for maintenance district number 2. This is for the landscape portion of it. This is the approval resolution of 2026-32, amending the engineering's report for the landscape district 2, zone 2005-03 for fiscal year 2026, and the approval resolution 2026-31, ordering the levy and collection of annual assessments related to Imperial Landscape Maintenance District 2 for the fiscal year 2026. And again, we have the same information that we can provide for anyone in Sky Ranch. They can reach out, and like Tony mentioned, we have all the information that is requested, that's needed if requested.
Okay.
And I stand for any questions. Thank you.
You have any questions?
No question. The
Yep,
answer.
my question would be the same as I did get a comment on regards to the expenditures on this one, and we'll make sure to make note that it can reach out to the city and get that information to see where it was all spent.
Gladly provide any information that's requested.
Definitely. I think, at the end of the day, we're all trying to make sure it's being done right. So,
Correct.
thank you.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Do we have any public comment?
No.
City Clerk? Okay, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 7:51. And we will, if there's no further comments from council, we'll go ahead and go for a vote. And I think Victor helped you guys out there by reading off what you're doing. So you're making a motion on. Do I have
Now,
a
do you
motion?
just want a motion, or do you want me
The
to read
motion.
the whole thing?
I think Victor's summary of it is good, so yeah, you can just make a
I'll make
motion.
a motion.
I need a second.
Got it.
Sure. I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Vote please. He's like, you got off too easy on that one.
I was warming up.
Okay, next we have item C3, approve the engineer's report for the Imperial Lighting Maintenance District Number 1, Paseo del Sol and Wildflower, and conduct a public hearing to authorize the levy and collection of annual assessments for fiscal year 2026, 2027, and I'll open the public hearing at 7:52.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, Council Member. This is our last of the three assessment reports. This would be for the lighting portion maintenance of the Paseo del Sol and Wildflower, District 1 for fiscal year 2026. The request is to approve the resolution 2026-34, amending approving the engineering's report for the Imperial Lighting Maintenance District Number 1. And additionally, approve resolution number 2026-33, ordering the levy and collection of annual assessments related to Imperial Lighting Maintenance District Number 1 for fiscal 2026. And again, we have all the information needed for this lighting district. In case public needs to reach out, we're more than happy to provide any information requested.
I appreciate that comment.
All right, thank you.
No further comment? Okay, is there any public comment? City Clerk, did we receive any? Okay, and I'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 7:53 and bring it back to council and I'm looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 2026-34, amending and or approving the engineer's report for Imperial Lighting District Number 1 for fiscal year 26-27, and approve resolution 2026-33, ordering the levy and collection of annual assessment related to the Imperial Lighting District Number 1 for fiscal year 26 and 27.
You have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, vote please.
I should abstain.
Don't do it.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to item D1, under discussion and action items, approval to accept updates to the Imperial Police Department Policy Manual through Lexipol. Presenter Chief Real.
Okay, good evening, Madam Mayor Pro Tem and council members. Before us is the updates to the policies that have taken effect in the last 6 months. It's a combination of post mandates, best practices, legislative updates, and updated standards from the state level. Or a combination thereof. The list that they've provided detailed the areas where those changes and updates are taking place. And this is keeping in with the intention of every 6 months coming back to council to stay current and updated with our policy manual for the police department. And so the request is that with all those updates, they be approved by council.
Thank you. Do you have any questions of council?
Nope.
Nothing? Okay, I'm looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second?
Sure.
Vote, please.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to item D2, acceptance of work completed for the 7th, 10th, and 14th Street Rehabilitation Project, presentation by Hector Salcido, our construction project manager.
Good evening, council members, Mayor Pro Tem Mendoza. So the item being presented today is for the acceptance of the work completed for 7th, 10th, and 14th Street Rehabilitation Project. Staff is recommending approval of balancing change order number 4. Acceptance of the work completed and authorizing city clerk to file the notice of completion at the Imperial County Recorder's Office. And I stand for any questions.
Any questions?
It was all completed. Good?
Yes.
All right. I'll make a motion.
What?
Unless
I
you
got
got
a real quick question. What's our warranty on this? Do we have that?
1 year.
1 year? Have we gone back and checked any of this stuff to make sure that we're not gonna lapse it and?
We always do that, yes.
Okay.
And so typically before that 1 year warranty period is over, staff goes out there and does pretty much a re-inspection of everything that got constructed. And anything that is deemed deficient or anything that we see that needs to be replaced, then the contractor basically has to come out here and do all that.
I did have a question on 14th Street after all this work was done up in the area of H and Imperial. I know there was some construction, different construction going on in the area, and they were parking all their vehicles along 14th, and there was a lot, they were cleaning and big heavy vehicles on there. Did we find that there was any damage done by all those heavy construction vehicles on being stored on 14th Street?
We didn't notice anything, and then I do know that we did go out there and do some of that pavement rehabilitation on 14th Street, and that's probably why the vehicles and the construction vehicles that were out there is.
I think it had something to do maybe the work that was being done on 15th. It was sometime after the work on 14th was done, and probably about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. All of a sudden, there were a lot of really heavy construction vehicles being parked at night on 14th Street in between Imperial and H Street, and there was no work being done on 14th. That work was already done.
Okay.
I think it was work being done in front of Frank Wright, and I was just curious because there were some pretty large vehicles being parked there, and I was a little worried about our new streets getting torn up. And I just didn't know if we found that any damage was done or anything.
I don't think it was any thing to do with any of our concurrent projects.
Okay.
I'm not sure if maybe public services had ongoing projects, because I do know that we had concurrent projects on the 7th, 10th, and 14th projects, and other capital improvement projects that we had ongoing, and they were kind of concurrent during that same period. It might have been that, but we can always send staff out there.
Okay, yeah, and
take
like
a
I said,
look
it
at
was
the
just, I was a little concerned about it just because they were out there and putting tons of mud and dirt and hooking up to I think they were hooking up to the fire hydrants and spraying down the equipment, and it was, what are you doing with our new streets?
Yeah, I think it was part of the 14th Street, 15th Street project. There's a project.
Yeah,
and I
there
think
were
you could
several
yes.
projects that were overlapping. Part of it was the manhole replacement project
And
that
then
was
we
all over
had
the
the
city.
sewer line project.
Correct. Yeah.
They also had an agreement with the First Baptist Church, we know, because we got asked to get involved to get some debris that was left behind.
Okay, yeah.
Because they were parking it in their lot,
Okay.
some of that equipment there too.
So yeah, as long as we checked it and there was no damage, I just wanted to make sure. And I had a motion already.
Yeah. I make a motion.
I'll second it.
Vote, please.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. Moving on to item D3, approve resolution number 2026-44, certifying the city is in compliance with the GAN spending limit for fiscal year 26-27 by Mr. Manriquez.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, council members. This is the requirement for Proposition 4, the California Constitution for Municipalities, to be in line with the spending limits this year. For this fiscal year, how it's calculated is basically last year's limit plus inflation times inflation times population growth. So according to Department of Finance, our population growth was only 0.5%. Inflation was 3.4%. Times that are times last year's limit of 24,322,787. We have a new limit for fiscal year 2026-27 of $25,275,550. Our appropriations subject to that limit only amount to $9,905,500. So we're a little bit over a third. So way no risk of going over that limit. I wish we were, but no. But and I'll stand for any questions regarding the calculation or spending.
No, I'm good.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
I have a motion and
Oh, sorry.
2026-44 certifying the cities in compliance with the grant spending limit 26-27.
I have a motion and a second. Vote please.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, item D4 is to appoint one city representative to the County of Imperial Data Center Advisory Committee. Presenter, Mr. Dennis Morita, City Manager.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem and Council, Dennis Morita, City Manager. The County Board of Supervisors has established a 19-member body to provide information to the Board of Supervisors regarding matters relating land use and otherwise relating to data centers. And each of the 7 incorporated cities has an appointment, and so this is on the agenda for your appointment. If just as a matter of making sure that the information presented by the representative is clearly aligned with where this council is, I would recommend one of you or a staff person.
Any comment?
Not it.
I would actually suggest that that this council appoint the city manager or his designee. So that way Mr. Morita has the opportunity to assess who from the city staff would best represent the city at that committee.
I would second that motion.
Well, I'm not making a motion. I'm making a suggestion. I'll let you guys. I'm just making my comments and my suggestion.
No, I'd agree, and I like the last phrase is or designee, so we can do whatever we need to give us a little bit of time. Think about it a little bit more, but get it in before the time limits.
I'll second that.
Okay. For the
Did you get what she said?
Yeah, city manager or designee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a motion to appoint Mr. City Manager or designee.
Got it.
Go ahead and vote, please.
And Robert initialed and second.
No.
Not me.
Motion carries 3-0.
Okay, moving on to the added item D5. This is to clarify a resolution, and it's presented by our city attorney, Ms.
Yes,
Turner.
thank you. As I briefly mentioned, we went to our council. It was drafted by me and outside counsel on June 17th, 2026. As we routinely do before an election, we have to get to the registrar of voters over at the county all of the paperwork. So it's months of work. We presented 5 resolutions and your council approved it. We submitted it, and there are the common elections that we're very used to. So there are spots for city council members and city clerk. Those are citywide. Then we have the request from a citizen to add the CFD election. That is within the CFD location only, not citywide. And although it's stated that throughout some of the resolutions, there's a few spots that it was not clear. So thankfully, the Registrar of Voters contacted us today to ask for clarification. And the way that our offices have processed this is the request from the folks, from Mr. Roush, and the paperwork he submitted was to have the CFD portion of the election only voted on by those people who live in those particular CFDs. So the majority of the paperwork matched that, but there were a few inconsistencies. So it is a few minor changes, no changes to the citywide, but clarification that each time we reference the CFD, it's within the CFD location. We've been informed by the Registrar of Voters that there may be some issues with the particular proponent's proposal and his request, but we'll be working with the county and with Mr. Roush to address those things. So the request today is to make, there's 2 clarifications, or a total of 3 to be extra clear for the Registrar of Voters, to clarify that the CFD election is within the CFD district only, not citywide. And I'll give you, I apologize, it is resolution number 2026-35. The other 4 that were approved that time have no changes,
So it's just this one.
just this one.
Okay, so I'd make a motion to approve resolution 2026-35.
Second.
Thank you.
Motion carries 3-0.
Okay, moving on to department reports. We will start with Mr. Mora.
So real quick, there's a pending item. We're gonna be pouring concrete tonight at the intersection of SR 86 and 6th Street for the beautification project. There's a piece of dirt you might notice there, and it's gonna be a stamped concrete. So there's gonna be some traffic control placed at that location. Just be aware of traffic control out there. So it should be open by the morning. Shouldn't affect traffic in the morning, but just making you aware.
Thank you. Mr. Lopez.
Just really quick, I wanted to thank my peers for the help that they've been giving me with the RFP for the regional park and other big projects that are coming underway. Othon's office, IT, their responsiveness and their help thus far with these projects that are ongoing. And as we go along, everybody else will be involved more and more. But I just wanted to give them a shout out for getting us the information we needed in a timely fashion and being collaborative. They usually are, but it's very much appreciated.
Thank you. Mr. Estrada?
Nothing else to report. Just thank you to the city manager, council, and my staff for the hard work. Thank you.
Chief Real.
So Janelle's, excuse me, Janelle's not here. I wanted to extend a thank you to her and her staff for putting up all the new change speed limit signs. So it occurred between the last council and this one. So it's full effect. Everything is enforceable at this point, and the survey's been shared and archived for recollection for court purposes if needed. This past Thursday, we graduated our 3rd consecutive cadet class at the San Diego Cadet Academy. We sent 12, graduated 11. The one that's missing wasn't because of choice. So at some point we will bring our cadets in here and have them present themselves before council for their job well done. And although you probably read the article, and I'm not fully prepared to speak on the grant that we were awarded because I found out about it in the same article as everybody else did. But I did take the effort to go to the governor's website and the state website to confirm that Imperial was the recipient of a fairly significant grant. But it's not, we have yet to be made, or it has yet to be officially notified to the city of Imperial. So other than that, I have nothing else exciting.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
My 3 minutes is up.
Tell me you got my blood sugar high.
Oh. Congratulations to you
Yeah.
guys, not only on the grant, but also on the graduation. That's an awesome accomplishment to get that, have that program running so well again.
Thank you.
Definitely look forward to see them
They're excited. So this is the first time that we've had a class made it to, well, first time since years prior that we've had a class make it to the third level, which is the last level, and it was the most participants we had. So it was 4 out of the 12 were all. I'm sorry, 5 out of the 12 were all level 3, and it was their third iteration. They knew what to expect, or they thought they knew what to expect. It changed significantly this year, so it was a little bit more of a surprise for them the first couple of days, but they stuck to it, represented well, and it represented the program as well too.
Chief, if I may ask, when do you guys meet?
One more time.
When do you guys meet?
So our cadets meet every Wednesday.
Oh, so like today.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So when it is time to present them, it will be part of their training day.
Okay.
To present publicly before council, and you get to check that public speaking box, which is
nice,
which is key for them as well.
Nice. Thank you. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Loper?
Good evening. The only thing we would like to touch on is the upcoming holiday, 4th of July, fireworks. So we wish everybody a safe and happy holiday, 4th of July. Safe and sane fireworks are allowed in the city of Imperial. That's safe and sane with a California State Fire Marshal tag on them. Anything that becomes aerial, such as skyrocket, bottle rockets, Roman candles, and mortars are illegal in the state of California and should not be used. So we wish everybody to have a safe and happy 4th of July by the safest means necessary, and that is with safe and sane fireworks to celebrate. If you use 911 if there is an emergency, use it for emergency purposes, and other than that, nothing else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Manriquez?
I have nothing else to add. We did, just one real quick. We did process our amortization project invoice to secure the discount for the grant. So that has been processed. So other than that, that's all I have.
Mrs. Smith?
We do have a couple of new hires this week. And while we're waiting for that to come up, I did leave our Q2 newsletter up on the dais for you. There's a lot of fun employee facts in there, so I hope you enjoy that. And so we would like to welcome Adrina Flores, lifeguard for Parks and Recreation. We also have Cadence Morales, lifeguard swim instructor for Parks and Recreation, and Jennifer Rodriguez, police officer. We're happy to have them join the team. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
Congratulations.
you. Okay. Mr. Garcia?
Just a couple of meetings I wanted to note. One is the county's overall economic development committee. I attended some of those meetings in the last couple of weeks. One of the projects they're working on is the updating of the opportunity zone census tracts. Those get updated once every 10 years. And unfortunately, there's a really short window. So the group's kind of advocating, working towards realigning those zones so it's better suits the current situation and what projects and things going on in the county to maximize the benefits with those projects. The other one, I attended the last meeting for our environmental justice element advisory committee. They had their last meeting earlier this week, and I just want to thank all those citizens that participated in that. They put in a lot of work, weekends and evenings out of their personal time and away from work and family to help the city with that project. And kudos to Yvonne Cordero, our city planner, who's been leading that project with the ILG, providing a lot of assistance on that. So they're wrapping that up. The final draft should be out pretty soon for planning commission's approval, and then it'll come to this council.
Thank you. Mrs. Turner? Nothing to report. Okay. Mrs. Shields, anything to report? Mr. Morita?
Just very quickly, City of Imperial is 122 years young.
Yay.
For that. That's it.
That's it.
22.
That's it. Just 122.
We got a lot more years to go.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Amparana?
I do have a couple things. I did get out and do quite a bit of things here lately with the city. I did have a chance to attend the IVRCC, the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce Margarita challenge contest deal. It was pretty good, and hats off to um, with the secret judge, our own council member Miss Burnworth was as a judge. So
Oh,
that was,
jealous.
trust me, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Congratulations to all the competitors. There were some good margaritas. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you. I did go back and try them again.
Just to make sure, right?
Yeah, just to make sure. So,
Quality.
yes, it was quality over quantity. But no, definitely good competition there, good event, and it was held inside. So definitely look forward to next year. Also got to attend this little past Friday to new ribbon cutting, welcoming Poise Studios to the great city of Imperial. They're down on Wall. It's a Pilates, yoga, and pole dancing. It looks like had a lot of people there, so definitely look forward to another good business within the city. Nice to see that it was two businesses next to each other that just recently opened within a couple months of each other. So definitely nice. Other thing I did get asked to attend the local amateur radio league, their field day. They invited me. They said, "Sure, I'll go." Never really been participating in something like that, but the amateur radio league makes contact with these contests over radios, and they put up these antennas. And over at by the fire station, they had rigged up these giant antennas overnight, and they were there for 48 hours or something like that. With that time, they were able to make contact to 48 states within the U.S., including Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and Alaska, and Guam. They made the Baltic Islands, Chile, England, and Japan. So they really went out there and made a lot of contacts. And this is just a little bit of what they sent, the report. So they get a log. They log absolutely everything in that all the contacts they make. And so they asked me to, hey, show up. Oh, why would I show up? Well, I do have my amateur radio license, and I used to be very involved. But as an elected, they get points. They get more points for us showing up. So I said, sure, I showed up. So it was great to see. So congratulations to them. One of the last ones I want to say is recently winds messed up the flag at the fairgrounds with the 9/11 memorial. Call was made to me. I made the call to Mr. Morita. In turn, reached out to Mr. Lopez. Some of our city staff went out there to help fix the flagpole just in time for our nation's anniversary coming this Saturday. So big thank you to you guys, and especially the gentlemen that were out there, Mr. Lecuesta, Mr. Matajowski. Thanks for the help, because now the flag is flying high. So within our city. So thank you very much for that. Really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. Other than that, I know all the departments do a great job, great work. Keep up the great job, and keep up the good work for our city. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. Mr. Tucker?
Well, I'm looking that way, and I just want to wish everybody a safe and fun 4th of July.
Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody doing a great job.
Yes, very much so on 4th of July, safe and sane, and everyone be safe while having a great time, and make sure you're staying hydrated and cool out there. And I have nothing else to report, and I'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting to the next regular meeting of the Imperial City Council, which will be held on July 15th of 2026.